Just a real quick update from the richest guy in the world, Elon Musk. He's got 200.1 million followers, and he just posted on his X page, SpaceX engineers trying to deliver Starlink terminals and supplies to devastated areas in North Carolina right now, and FEMA is both failing to help and won't let others help. This is unconscionable. They just took this video a few hours ago where you can see the level of devastation, roads, houses, electricity, water supply, and ground internet connections completely destroyed. FEMA wouldn't let them land to deliver critical supplies. My blood is boiling. If they are going to, and I'll just play some of this right here, and I'll just turn the volume down a little bit. If they are going to stop the engineers for the richest guy in the world, this is one of those projection campaigns where if we can get rid of Alex Jones from the airwaves, we can do it to you. If we can get rid of a sitting president, Donald Trump, from Twitter with 89 million followers, we can do it to you. If we can turn away the richest man in the world who's trying to provide a vital communication service to people who desperately need it, we can do it to you. Americans, my fellow Americans, what use have we for a federal government that exacerbates a natural disaster that has already ground people's faces into the mud? I ask you, why do we need them? If they're just going to be dangerous parasites feeding off of the rest of us while they are prohibiting people who want to help from helping, from delivering those supplies. I can only imagine some of you listening, if you have communications right now, you're one of the people, or maybe it was your family, that FEMA kept you from being supplied, kept food from your stomachs, kept water from your lips, kept communications from your hands. Look at this. They could land, but FEMA won't let them land. Let's take a look at some of this. Look at the devastation. These people are distraught and desperate, and they need help. And the government who's supposed to help them is not only not helping them, they're keeping others from helping them. It truly is unconscionable. Valentina Gomez says multiple sources on the ground are confirming that there is a blockade. Yeah, it's not just SpaceX. They won't let anyone help. Nick Sorter says, let me know where the blockades are and we'll have North Carolina State Police move them out of the way. Really? Why wouldn't they have already done it? Already did it once, which is one reason why we have an escort now. FEMA has zero jurisdiction. Trust me, they're not going to win this. They shouldn't be winning in the court of public opinion anyway. Americans should be looking at this and going, wait, how much does FEMA cost every year? What does the Department of Homeland Security cost us? How much is TSA? We're not willing to give up our rights at airports or anywhere else in America. In a repost by Elon Musk from Spencer Smith, he writes, just got off the phone, a pastor in the midst of the flooding in Tennessee and North Carolina. He is in one of the most devastated locations. He verified a few things about the situation. Number one, almost all help is being done by private citizens, mainly churches. Private helicopters are flying in the vast majority of the supplies. Local sheriffs are telling people to feel free to defend their property from looters by whatever means they have. Nobody should have to tell you that. You should already know. And if you do protect your family and your property by any means necessary, the local police department needs to stand down. WROL, without rule of law, is happening in some areas, which means looting, robbing, and etc. So without rule of law sounds really, really good to me, as long as our fellow Americans empower themselves and defend their properties and their lives and their families. FEMA involvement has seriously complicated the rescue efforts. What the hell? Defund FEMA. Somebody make a defund FEMA meme. Somebody make a t-shirt, defund FEMA. Local sheriffs have threatened to arrest FEMA workers if they hinder rescue and aid work. Good. Put yourself to good use. The response to this tragedy has been massive and overwhelming, all from private individuals and local churches. Pray for these people. Got pictures of the devastation. Thank goodness for the churches, the people, the local sheriffs, and everyone who's doing what they can to help. Shame on this disgraceful administration and FEMA. Shame on us if we continue to let this organization called FEMA, this blood-sucking, dangerous, parasitic, welfare recipient organization FEMA, continue to exist after this devastation right here. This is why the Second Amendment is so important in private charities. I'm libertarian voting MAGA. Oh, God. Oh, God. We did a run yesterday from East Tennessee to around Burnsville, North Carolina, in the Deep Hills and hollers. Church to church is the only real tangible aid. We didn't have any Fed resistance in our convoy, thankfully. Here's a street in one of the backwoods hollows with a message: warning, heavily armed road. If you're in Tennessee, if you're in Georgia, if you're in North Carolina and some parts of South Carolina that were hard hit, and Florida, our hearts go out to you. Let us know. Contact me at High Impact Flicks on Twitter and on Facebook. And here's the deal on YouTube and The Disturbing Illusion also on YouTube. And let us know how we can give some assistance. There are a lot of people who can't make it to these regions, but they can give or they can donate in some way, some small way. Leave your thoughts about this. We'll try to keep we'll try to keep abreast of this situation right here. But it looks like the federal government is what it always has been, and that is absolutely dangerous and worthless. I will see you in the next video.